I'm Jennifer Sanasi. You're watching News 24 Live. The Two Oceans Marathon is right around the corner, and if you're not ready by now, it might be a little late for you. I'm joined in studio by Wayne Allen from Juniva.com. He's going to let all of you who are racing this weekend know what you need to do this week. Hello.
Hi, Jennifer.
Are you racing this weekend?
No, I'm the coach.
Okay.
I'm not racing this weekend.
Okay, so as a coach, you will actually know what all of those people who are running this weekend need to do. What's the first thing that a lot of people forget to do the week before the big race starts?
I think your training has been done. You put the hard yards in, and in this week you're not going to get any fitter from doing longer distances. This week is really there for sharpening up and doing a few short runs at race pace. So you reduce your volume, but you're doing your runs a little bit faster. So that's the kind of training that you can do this week. I think a large part of the training actually shifts towards mental preparation rather than physical preparation. So you're making sure that your kit is all sorted, your shorts and your top and your shoes especially are organized, your laces are good, and your shoes are done.
And now's not the time to be trying new running shoes.
Look, definitely not. The rule is nothing new on race day, and by new we mean 3 weeks. So if you've been running on your shoes and you want to try a new pair of shoes that you got this week, now is not the time to use those shoes. You might get a blister, or you might actually ruin your race by picking up something that, a pair of shoes that you haven't worn in yet.
Okay, so nothing new this week.
Nothing new on race day, and that goes for nutrition as well. So what you've been training on is what you need to be racing on as well. So if they've got some fancy new product on the course, don't do it. If your friend says to you, this is a wonderful new product that I'm trying, do it after the race. Don't do it in the race.
Okay, now nutrition-wise, do we need to be changing anything? We know that we shouldn't be eating anything new. Do we need to kind of ramp up what we're eating?
So the half marathon it's a 2.5 hour race. Some people might finish it within the limit of 3 hours. So a good breakfast will sort you. In fact, it probably starts with dinner. So good protein, good quality carbohydrates, and some fats for the night before. Kind of protein would be chicken or fish is good. Carbohydrates, the low GI carbs are better, so brown rice, quinoa, or maybe some sweet potato.
Okay.
So that gets your glycogen stores full that evening. In the morning you wake up, you have a low GI breakfast, sort of 2 to 3 hours before the race. And then after that, running up the race, to sip on an energy drink. And then what I like to do is take a goo or an energy gel 15 minutes before the race, so that I make sure that my energy levels are topped up and I'm fully hydrated.
Now, I've spoken to a lot of people who are running the Two Oceans Marathon for the first time this weekend. Any advice for those newbies out there who aren't as experienced as you are?
If I had to tell them one thing, it would be you're stronger than you think. Most of us going into first races panic. You wonder if you're going to be able to finish it, and your nerves are up. Basically, if you've been in endurance sport for a while, you'll know that when your mind is telling you to stop because you feel like you can't go any further, you're really only at 50% what your body can do. So when you're sore and you're aching and you're at 10 or 12 or 15 Ks, you just want to walk and you don't know if you can finish this, you will be able to finish it. Essentially, in the training, if you're able to do the race distance within a week, so if you're running 25 Ks in a week and the race distance is obviously 21 Ks, you will be able to make it. And you should be able to run about half the distance in your long run, which is typically on the weekend. So if you're running, 12 Ks or thereabouts on your long run, if you can manage a 12K long run, you will manage to finish the half marathon.
Well, that's some really great advice.
So settle down, it will be fine. Yeah.
I think you've put a lot of people at ease right there. So that's Two Oceans. That's just around the corner.
Yes.
So, that's all you can really do. You said it.
Well, you can do a few other things as well. I think the best thing you can do is rest. So it's not the evening before that counts, it's the evening before that counts the most. Research that we've seen on people not resting well the night before has shown that there's little to no impact on their performance on the day.
Really?
So some athletes will get 4 hours sleep because their nerves are crazy or they've had a bad night or whatever. Don't stress about that, you'll be fine. It's the night before that you need to be making sure you get good rest. The other thing I would advise is staying supple or staying flexible. So if you have a foam roller and you maybe have muscles that are tight, now would be a good time this week to be rolling that out and to be doing some of the gentle stretching.
Why foam roller? I know you were telling me earlier that some athletes think foam roller.
Yeah,
weird.
some people get nervous when you say that. Look, it can be sore, especially on tired or fatigued muscles. But take it easy. It's better if you can do, even if you're just doing a few minutes in the evening and a few minutes in the morning, it will go some way towards relieving your muscles and getting them into great shape for race day.
Okay, cool. So that's for Two Oceans.
That's for Two Oceans.
And if you haven't started training by now for Two Oceans, you probably shouldn't go.
You should probably be resting.
Yes.
Yeah.